What's up, guys? Well, it's been a while since I made a video. I've been busy, however, not busy like you guys mowing. A bunch of you guys are out mowing already. Man, I wish I was. It drives me crazy every day that I'm not. But I've been working on a few things, and here's something else I was working on today. I thought I'd make a quick little video on it and show you guys some stuff. Alright, so as you can probably tell, it is raining again. My yard is slowly turning green and is not there yet. But what I have been doing is, there's the stander and the zero, and the Ferris and Bunton hydro walk behinds are both out back. The MTD walk behind is out back, and the John Deere rider is out back. I have changed the oil filter, fuel filter on every piece of equipment. All the blowers have been done. All the trimmers, there's a couple up there, there's one down here, which I'll tell you why in a minute. Those have all been done. Everything is ready to go. A little touch-up paint on some of these mowers because they just need it, and it's about due. And I like to keep them looking decent as best I can. But anyway, so what I wanted to show you guys today is there's something I wanted to do last year and I didn't do it. I have a few properties, quite a few properties that are pretty large, and we'll be mowing these properties. Then when we get done, then we got to walk, the far ends of these properties, do a little bit of trimming here and there in certain spots, just to walk all the way back to the truck. And I know it makes me sound lazy, but when it's hotter than hell out there and you've been mowing all day, walking across a 3 to 4 acre piece of property just to weed whack around a couple trees and a small piece of fence or something like that, and then walk all the way back to the truck, it's a pain just for a little bit. So what I am doing is I looked online and I found, it's made by Jungle Jim, the one I found anyway. He makes the jungle wheels for the back of walk behinds. He makes trimmer racks for trailers and blower racks and all this other stuff. But one thing I found is he has trimmer racks that go on mowers. So I was like, that's genius. I can put the trimmer right on the mower, go mow this property. When I'm at the far end, jump off the mower, weed whack around the stuff I got to hit real quick, put the weed whacker back on the mower, and continue on mowing and go back up. Then I don't have to make another trip walking across all these properties, which is wasting time just to get to a far end to take care of a little bit of trimming like that. So the prices of these things are over $100 a piece, and I wanted to put one on the zero and one on the standard. They're my two most common used mowers. I use the walk behinds for a lot of properties, but it's just some properties where they're better than using a zero or a standard. But anyway, so I wanted two of them, and I'm like, well, I'm not blowing over $200, almost $300 on two of these damn things. I can build this thing. So let me show you guys what I did. I'm gonna see if I can just kind of set this camera down here for a minute. You guys bear with me for a minute. I will stabilize you momentarily. Just let me. So, all right, guys, these are rough. I have not. Painted them yet. I actually just got done cutting them, putting them in place, and welding them together. So it's kind of like a rough draft, so to speak. So bear with me, guys, and I'm going to show you what I did here. And this is, if you guys have the know-how, you have the material to do it. I mean, I still got to grind up these welds, make them look pretty, then I'm going to paint them up. But if you guys have the know-how to do this, it's much better than buying this stuff for all the price. So there's the one I made for this end. I used 1-inch square tubing with smaller 1/2-inch square tubing, and I used that to make my bracket. And then I welded a plate on the bottom, which I'll bolt through here. I'm going to drill holes in the fender. I'm going to bolt through there so I could take it off if I have to. This one here has a square. This is the one for the front. Okay, and this has the square tubing, which I don't really know how I'm going to do that. I don't want to drill one huge hole all the way through and run a bolt through there. If you notice, I had to weld this one onto this plate at an angle because this fork goes like that. But I'll show you how this is going to sit on here. And that's going to be it. It's I don't know how well you guys can see that, but that's how it's going to sit on there. And I haven't figured out yet how I'm going to do it or what I'm going to do, but I'm going to put some kind of like hook over or strap that's going to go over here, maybe a little mini bungee or something like that, because I mean you can see it moving. And when I hit bumps on the mower and stuff mowing, it's going to flop around, and I don't want it to flop off there. Let's see if I can get you guys a better angle from here. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's on there now and is going to make my life so much better. And I am super excited about this. So yeah, I want to put it so it doesn't move here, because see the trigger down there? I don't want it sliding up and smacking the trigger. I made it probably a little wider than I had to, but I wanted to make sure there's plenty of room that I can, you know, this is my steel trimmer. My Echo trimmers, the handles are a little bit wider, but yeah, so that's how this is going to mount on there. I haven't figured out how I'm going to mount the one on the Zero yet, just because it's a lot more complicated. Mainly these arms in the way, because I can mount it right off the front down here, and then I can, back here, I can take the tube steel, I can come out off the frame and then up, so I can have it out here further and it'll run down here. The problem is with these arms, once you get them in too far, like I don't want it to where it can only come out so far, because once you lift them up and you bring them in too far, and you guys that have a Zero know, if you have the e-brake up, the parking brake is on, and you go to lift these up, it's going to shut the mower right down. So, but I'll figure that out. But anyway, this one is I'm going to grind up them ends like these right here. I took a flat piece of steel, I cut it, put it on there, and I welded it around to plug the ends of this, because if you don't, I know these things will fill right up with bees, and I don't want that. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this one yet. I might just squirt some great stuff foam in there, let it harden up, and then cut it right off, paint over top of it, you'll never even see it. And that'll keep the bees out of there too. But yeah, so I'm going to grind up these welds, make them look nice and purty, and then I'm going to get that bolted on, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with this one here. Probably the same thing. I'll probably run a bolt up through the bottom. Probably am just going to bolt it. It'll be plenty strong enough with one bolt in there. It's only holding the weed whacker. But yeah, so this is how it's going to go, guys, and this is going to be sweet. So this will definitely help me out. So I guess the point I'm making with this video, guys, is if there's something that can make your life much easier and you have the means to make it. Probably save yourself a ton of money. All the material that I bought to make these for both sets was, I think, $42. $42 in steel, and I got it from Home Depot. If you guys go to like a steel place anywhere around your house, you're gonna get it cheaper. I paid Home Depot prices just because I don't have time to screw around. I wanted to get on this and get it rolling, but yeah, so 42 bucks in steel in a couple hours of my time, and I'm gonna have these, and they're gonna be stronger than probably what I would buy. And I know they're built right because I'm building them. They're built the way I want them built. But yeah, so just an idea for you guys. And I'll do a video coming up here in a little bit, and I'll be done with these by then. So I'll show you what they look like when they're completely done. Alright guys, I'm out.